Hi, sixth graders. Day 2 of review. We're going to kind of talk about place value today, okay? So I just made a place value chart, and I literally just made it from some graph paper I had, where I spelled it out for you, and I'm kind of tell you what everything means. So we're going to talk about how you would write a number, how you would write it in expanded form, and how you would read a number, okay? So if this is my decimal point, we all know, hopefully by 6th grade, right, that this is your ones place, this is your tens place, this is your hundreds place, thousands place, 10,000. Then it would go on to 100,000, million, 10 million. So it always goes by 10. We're in a base 10 program. So every time I go up a column, I'm multiplying by 10, okay? So if I started with 1 here, I multiply by 10, I got 10. If I multiply 10 by 10, I get 100. If I multiply 100 by 10, I get 1,000. So it's a base 10 system. That means it goes by tens. This was a 2, okay? If I multiply that by 10, it'd be 20. You get the idea. All right, so in the other direction, there can't be, if I'm multiplying this way, okay, I'm dividing in that way of the decimal. So there's not going to be a 1th column. You got to remember the TH at the end. That's what distinguishes between the tenths, the 0.1, and the tens, the 1, okay? That little TH at the end is so important. Okay, so hundredths, thousandths. So what as I multiplied from the decimal going right, it's kind of like positive and negative numbers where you go down, you go up, okay? So I'm actually multiplying. I'm actually multiplying this way, but dividing this way. So if I started with here, that's 0.1, 1/10, okay? Because 1 divided by 10, because I'm going in the opposite direction, is 1/10. Everything revolves around the ones column, okay? That's why there's no once, which would be really hard to say. And then again, if I did 0.1 and I divide by 10 again, I get 100th. Remember, if I did 1 times 10, I got 10. So I do 0.1. I did 10 times 10, I got 100. So I did 1/10 divided by 10, I got 100th. Then I get 1,000th, okay? 1/10,000th. 1/100,000. So this is my little gecko keeping my paper in place here. We'll call her Karma Chameleon. So I multiplied by 10 as I go this way. Okay. And again, I start with the ones always. I'm taking whatever number here, and that's kind of what I went. And then I divide by 10 when I go this way. Okay. So that's just an overview of the place value, okay? Now, there's a couple other things that we have to talk about. Now, if I put a number in, okay? So let's say, those circles are too big, or I was going to use those. Let's say we put a number in. I'll just do it in pencil because that way I can erase it. Let's say I've got 536.207, okay? Now, my place value tells me I read from left to right like I would read a book, okay? This would be 536. We all know that, right? So I'd say 536. Here's the key part. I'm going to have to turn this to, and. You don't say point. You say and. And. All right. This number you read like normal. And then you say the place value of the last one, okay? So I would say that's 207 thousandths, okay? So for the decimal, you're going to read it like a normal number. What I mean by normal is just if it was 207, you'd say 207. And then you're going to say the place value of the last digit. Oh, there's Munch Mouse. Jeez. Only when I'm on this thing does he want to get active. The kitty's up here, so you may be seeing a cattail go by in a minute. All right, so I said that number is 536 and 207 thousandths. It's really easy, you guys. You just got to know your place values, right? So if I put a different number in, okay, I'm going to erase this number. That's why I used a pencil. So we can do a couple. All right, so let's say this is going to be a 0 and 0, 2, 8, 1, okay? So here's my number. I'm going to say what's on this side, whether it's a 0, whether it's a number, and, so 0 and, all right, this 0 counts a whole bunch for place value, but as far as what I'm saying with the number, it's not going to count, because if I gave you this number, you would read that as 281. You're still going to read it as 281. So this would be 0 and 281, the last digits in the 10,000s, so it would be 0 and 281 10,000ths, okay? So they're really easy to say once you know it. Have this place value chart out in front of you. It will help you. It just helps you to put the numbers in, and just, I told you he's going to be coming. Lunch, go away. All we see is his tail because he's trying to play with my pens. Well, I'll show you guys him later. He's got everything all messed up here. So just keep that in mind. You're saying it as 0 and this number, say like normal, like you would normally say it. You all know that's 281. Then say the place value 10,000ths. Okay, so it's any number I can do like that. I say what's on this side, no matter what the number is, and say the number, the place value. Okay, so that's how you would say it. Now, the only other thing I want to show you is expanded form. Okay, I know this video is going to be a little bit longer than the last one, but that's okay. Now, when I do expanded form, I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to show you. So let's say I've got this number. And I want to write it in expanded form. That just means that I'm going to put in every single digit in its place value, okay? So if I did the 5, I would say 5 plus, okay? Because that's just a 5. If this was a 15, I would have started with just that digit. It would have been 10 plus, okay? Because it's in the tens place. All right, this I don't really have to put in, but I can if I want. In my tenths place is 0 tenths. So if I want to put it in, I could also leave it because it's a 0. Plus, now I'm in the hundredths column. In the hundredths column, there's a 0 before that. So this would be 0.07 plus, if I'm in the eighths column, I would have 0.008 hundredths, because that's exactly what it is, 8 hundredths. 0.008 plus, now I'm in the 2,000ths, so I'm gonna say, I'm gonna have to go down here, so 0.0002. So all I'm doing is I'm doing every place value separate. 5 was in the ones column, that's why I have a 5. 0 was in the tenths column, that's why I have 0 tenths. The digit 7 was in the hundredths column, so I'm gonna write 7 hundredths. The 8 was in the thousandths column, so I wrote 8 thousandths. And then the 2 was in the 10,000ths column, so I wrote 2 10,000ths. Okay? And again, you're going to want that place value chart in front of you to begin with because it just makes it so much easier. Expanded form's not too bad because you really just put the zeros before the number. But I want you to get used to which these are, because sometimes even when they get a lot of decimals, I still have to go tens, hundreds, thousands. That's 2 10,000ths. Okay? So when I get a lot of digits, I still have to do that. I can't just look at like a 0.000022, let's say, and know what that number is. Sometimes I still have to go tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000ths. All right? All right. So that is your lesson for the day. Just kind of a quick review on place value. Again, I hope you guys have a fabulous day on day 2 of school. See you later.